Don't even know what's caused it yet. Listen, you haven't done anything out of the ordinary, have you? Fed her a different type of meat, perhaps?
No. All I did was clean out the wagon, like you said, and put that powder on the food.
Listen, perhaps you'd better check that powder. You never know. Somebody might have tampered with it.
Yeah, all right. I'll contact the surgeon. I'll get them to check it. We should have some of that batch in the store cupboard. But we gave it to the other lions. Why are they okay?
Hello. 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 Just a second. Veterinary surgery? Oh, good morning, Mr. Turner. Yes? I see. Oh, well, I'll check the batch number and get on to the manufacturer straight away. Very well. Goodbye.
Morning, Ethel.
Why, Mr. Webb?
What was all that about?
Oh, it was Mr. Turner calling from Ben Bishop's circus.
Oh, I see. What the devil? Ethel!
Yes, Mr. Webb?
What on earth are those?
They're alligators, Mr. Webb.
Yeah, well, even I can see that. I mean, what are they doing in my sink?
Oh, Mr. Turner rescued them from the Garden of Eden yesterday evening.
The garden of...
He's going to present them to the zoo as soon as they're well enough. Will you excuse me? I have rather an urgent errand to perform.
How stable a character is Epler?
Why? You don't think he did anything to that cat, do you?
Oh, wouldn't be the first time. I've seen keepers in zoos do some pretty funny things.
Yeah, but this is hardly the same, is it? I mean, Fritz might be a rough diamond, but he loves those animals.
They always do.
No, never. I can't believe it. Not in this case.
Just trying all the possibilities. It's a strange one.
Come on, take the hindquarters and just gently ease her over. All right? 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, that's it. It's... Oh, that's it. There you are, my girl.
There's not much else I can do for the moment. I told them I'll go back later and see if there's been any change.
You think the trainer might have done something to it?
He's convinced it's all my fault.
Oh, don't want to take any notice of that.
If there's no improvement this afternoon, I'll have to try that old coffee up the rear end therapy. Till then.
There's the rest of the practice to think about. The world goes on.
Yes.
Yes, I don't suppose with all the excitement you've managed to give any more thought to what we were discussing last night.
There's no need. The answer's still the same.
Pity. Making a serious mistake, you know.
More than likely.
Well, in that case, there's no more to be said, is there?
Nope.
What are you going to do for the surgery, by the way?
Oh, Bishop's converting one of the stables at Manford for me to use.
Is he indeed? What about equipment? If you want any of this, of course, you're always welcome.
Oh, thanks, Maurice. I appreciate that.
Oh, no trouble. I'm sure we can come to a fair understanding about it. We could add it to the settlement, or you could pay me rental instead, if you'd prefer. Then there's the question of taking telephone calls and post and so on. Have you thought about that? There's Ethel's time, of course, and the service element to be taken into consideration.
She's going to die, isn't she?
I don't know.
Come on, man, admit it. Your bloody injections haven't done any good. You're stumped. It's the last time I listened to any goddamn expert.
Well, Donald?
Andy, get me some black coffee, a bucketful. As strong as you can make it.
What are we going to do with black coffee, for God's sake?
It's an old trick. I've used it before. It might work in this case.
Okay. You want black coffee? Andy?
No, wait a minute. Mr. Epler, is this yours?
Yeah?
What is it? Disinfectant. Well, you don't think they could have been feeding her this, do you?
Ah, she'd never drink it, man.
She wouldn't have to. Is that what you used to clean out the cage?
Yeah? Well, why not?
What are you getting at?
Phenol poisoning. These disinfectants that turn white in water are based on phenol, carbolic acid.
Nothing wrong with that, is there? I mean, it's perfectly safe, isn't it?
For humans, yes, but not for cats. They can absorb it through their skin. Yes. Epler's just washed the cage out with her. He's left a pool in it. She's lain in the pool all night, and it's soaked through her skin.
Good God. Anything you can do about it?
I want a crate of milk. Fresh milk.
First he wants a coffee, then he wants milk.
And get me half a dozen large bottles of milk of magnesia.
You sure that's the lot?
No, I want water. Hot, soapy water. Lots of it and fast.
Andy, off you go.
Milker!
What do you want? Oh, here, just there.
All right.
Cleanliness is next to godliness.
And after I'd washed her, I used a stomach tube to put in milk and milk of magnesia.
So you think you've arrested the poisoning? Very astute of you to spot the cause, Donald.
Thanks. Here we go.
So what's your next move, then?
Well, there's not much else I can do except continue the sportive treatment. The keeper's staying with her every second.
Not so long as you can trust him.
Oh, yes. He'll not take his eyes off her. He's got such a guilty conscience.
Good. So you'll be able to spare a little time for other things, then?
What did you have in mind, particularly?
Well, I'd like you to take a look at these figures I've prepared. Now, I think we're agreed that 10,000 is a reasonable valuation of the practice as a whole, right?
Yes.
So your 40% is worth £4,000, which is the nominal sum I have to give you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, from that, we have to deduct the £900 you still owe me, plus the value of the zoo and the various circuses and menageries and all the exotic pets and so on that you'll be taking with you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you might as well keep that old spaniel of Mrs. Phillips, since you've always looked after it. I won't charge you for that.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Yes, I don't think it'll last much longer anyway, and it's more trouble than it's worth, really.
Thank you very much.
Now, of course, there's the cost of your car and any instruments you want to keep. That new dart gun, for instance, I dare say you'll want that.
Oh, yes, of course, but I did pay...
Well, of course, we'll have to come to an agreement over the value of all this, but as you see, I've made a list and put down what I consider to be a likely amount.
So I see. What's this, thermometer 3 and 6?
Well, you'll need a thermometer, won't you?
Morris, at this rate, I'm going to end up owing you money.
That does seem to be a possibility, yes.
Come on, Kimberly. Here's a good girl. Come on. Come on.
Oh, lovely. Hey, you've done a really grand job there. Donald, really good, marvellous.
You reckon she'll be okay now?
She will. As long as you keep giving her the food supplement regularly. And don't wash your beast wagons out with phenol again.
Right, man. Never again.
That's it, then.
Mr. Turner. Thanks, man.
Well done, young man. Must admit, you had me worried there for a while, but you managed to save your reputation in the end, eh?
What would you have done if I hadn't? Cancelled our deal?
Well, I might have done if I thought there was anybody else could do the job. But, then there isn't, is there?
No, I don't think there is.
Yeah, don't get too cocky. Fitz has had a nasty shock, but once he gets over it, he'll soon be his own arrogant self again.
Don't worry, I can handle him. I've met him before, just like that.
Yes. Yes, I expect you have.
Boys? Oh. Aren't they the lovely ones, eh?
Well, they are now. Eeny, meeny, and minus. A present from the Garden of Eden.
Ah, you can say that again. That's about the only way I'm going to get any new stock these days.
There's no need to be so pessimistic, Paddy.
Is there not? Are you setting up your wide-open zoo and competition and all?
There's plenty of room for everybody.
Oh, I've heard that sort of
Come on.
thing before.
Now then,
Why are you not saving these wee fellas for your newfound friends?
because I think they'll be better off here with you, that's why.
Oh, now that's flannel if ever I heard it. No, it isn't. It's a conscience payment, that's what it is. That's why you're giving them to us, eh? To solve your guilty conscience.
Okay, if that's what you want to think, fine.
I thought so. In that case, I'll only be too happy to accept your free gift. Watch him. Would you care for a little something to celebrate?
Why not? Let's drink to my forthcoming freedom.
Well, here's to his, as like us.